Right, welcome to this morning. It's 10:30. I take the dogs out for a walk. Ages ago, my parents went to Ripponden, and then they dropped me off here, and I did all that walk and such. Well, I'm going to do it again. So a couple of differences. I did that walk like a month ago. Also as well, I did it in the evening. Doing this in the morning. And walking up this path, it's a hell of a lot more overgrown. So with July, I did over 200 miles. I kind of want to say only just, but so I managed to be able to get my July Race at Your Pace medal. And regarding like for August, I have until the 25th of August, because I can sign up on like the 23rd and then like put it to how much I think I'm going to do. Well, I'm at the top. Well, the last time I was here I could actually cut through the field quite successfully and actually walk at it with Will, whereas today is not the case. It is unbelievably busy and there's a lot of people on it. So I'm doing the right thing and coming off. Not what I wanted to do, but it's for this situation the right thing to do. Tell you what's coincidence. The last time I did the walk, it actually rained for like 5 minutes and it just stopped. It's raining now. Not hard or anything, it's just raining a little bit. In amongst all things, of being here, it's actually the 1st of August 2020. Man! So we're in the 8th month of the year. Crazy. Crazy to think. Which means new mileage, new elevation, 5Ks, 10Ks. But not going to focus on any of that, because I did a ridiculous amount in June walking, and I think I did even more in July. You know, I'm not uploading as often lately. Just kind of had enough really. Having a break from it all. I'm at like 902 videos. I think I deserve a break. Well, it wasn't exactly the way I wanted to go, but it was the way that was kind of the best way to go because of business. Anyway, it's fine now, it's done. So, just don't know whether to go straight on or turn right here. You know, it seems really weird that yesterday we came back from camping, like we packed everything up, and you know, yesterday was like a proper heat wave day. Like, I kid you not, it was like 30 degrees for like the whole day. And I woke up today and it was still warm, but I was like, I got up, I was like, it's not an oven. Well, I decided to go straight on instead of going down that bit, because I'll be tempted to run back on field then. And if it's unbelievably busy on that field, don't want to take any chances. It's a bit sad actually, the last time I came it was all dead and everything, and it's all the opposite now. Mind you, it is a Saturday, to be fair, and that kind of adds some differences to it. Right, I'm going to go into Northian Woods. That's my idea. I was thinking if it's sunny and you go underneath the shelter, to go in the shade. It's better for the dogs. Might be for the best. It is unbelievably busy. So I'm going to go into Northing Woods. I ain't done that in quite a while. Be nice. Do you know, I hope I don't see anyone. Be nice not to. Actually, I'm totally glad it's not the same walk as before. So I'm kind of glad for that, really. Oh yeah, oh god, don't even look that way, let's just keep going. You know, I always walk this way with me in it, and I think that doesn't really do it justice. So especially on a day like today, it should be where it's like this. Until somebody comes, of course, then I'll flip it. The question is, how many people will I see? So I can go that way, but I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go straight on. Yep. Phew-wee. So at this point I have just switched it back to this. But a lot of areas in the north of England are now back in lockdown. It's not like, oh, 1 day exercise thing and such, like, oh, you can go like once a day, because you can go out as much as you like. But it's weird. In fairness, from my perspective, it kind of hasn't changed really, because I'm not such a sociable person. So like, it's weird. You can't see anyone. You can't go in someone else's household unless it's in your support bubble. So actually, to be fair with me and my grandma, it's fine. So that's no different. And vice versa. It's like, and also as well, you can't go in your friend's house or anything. I said, I actually can't. I was like, I can't actually remember the last time I went in Ryan's house. I actually cannot remember the last time I did that. It was months ago at least. But it's strange. It's like, oh, you can go to pubs, restaurants, whatnot, but only with your family. I couldn't go to Frankie and Benny's, for example, with Ryan if I wanted to. And then, like, if you went with friends and family, they'd have to sit on another table, so it would look weird. It would look like you're not actually you're not with them, but it would look weird. And yesterday was Eid. I think it still goes on like through the weekend and such. But at 10:45 on, what's this today? It's Saturday. So Thursday, it was announced by the government, 10:45 p.m, that all this lockdown stuff was going back on. The day before Eid, literally an hour and 15 minutes before midnight. So all this shutting of things and it being Eid and whatnot, a lot of people in that community or communities are saying like, oh, coronavirus is racist. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not racist, it's just, it can affect anybody. Me, Ryan, whoever. It's not gonna just look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pick you because I don't like you. It's a virus. It doesn't have an emotion. It just infects. And there's quite a few theories as to why certain areas have been put into lockdown when so many people have been following guidelines anyway. And quite a few people are saying about the BAME community just not taking things seriously. Which, when you say something like that, it's like, why? But like, I know Eid was I know Eid's still going on, but like when Easter was cancelled and when the VA thing was cancelled and people stuck to it, a lot actually, to be fair, some didn't, but like, it was a good turnout. So we're getting people like Fareed that are like, oh, coronavirus is racist, the government are racist. They're not racist. Stop being a little crybaby and deal with it. You know, it's like, oh, people have not been able to go on holiday, people have died, but as long as you have your massive party, that's fine, that's okay. I kid you not, walking this way, I've not seen a person, which is weird when you consider the field is like not too far that way and it's packed, and there's no one here. Good. You know, something that's not helped as well is the all the Black Lives Matter protests and all, and people, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, you can't say that, I said, well, I can, because it was a vast amount of people in the thinnest, in the biggest of, in the not biggest, smallest of spaces, and the virus is like, more people, more opportunity, infect. And then with Liverpool winning the Premier League, people were celebrating when they shouldn't have been. When Leeds were promoted to the Premier League, again, same thing. People were advised not to do it, and people still didn't give a shit. And you know, something just popped into my mind. The film Green Lantern, which is not a very good film, granted, there's a quote that is in the film with the fact that Earth is going to be destroyed, and the character Ryan Reynolds has, he says, we're young, we've got a lot of things to learn. So I'm not going to do a 10k today, but I can certainly do a 5k because I'm at 1.8 miles now, so I can actually do the remaining mileage for the 5k. You know, I was actually thinking of going down that way, down to the bottom, and then walk back up again. But actually, when you think about doing that, you have to go. You'll be going that way, then go down, and then back around again to get to that point again. So it's just going that way, loop around back to here to there. So you might as well just go straight. And I'm not going to do Canal on a Saturday. It's going to be absolutely packed down there. So stay in the woodland. So I'm in like the bottom bit of the woodland now. I'm actually quite close to like going towards like Clayhouse Park area. Yeah, so today I'm gonna get back home, have some dinner, and then we're gonna go to Sports Direct because I'm gonna get some more trainers for me. They're all right. My trainers are all right. It's just I don't want them to the point where I'm gonna like they're gonna be proper worn out. Because since I started wearing them for the first time, I've done a lot of walking in them. I really have. And they've been used for a good purpose and what they should be used for walking. Normally for a new month I'm like, right, I've got to do this, I've got to do that for mileage, I've got to do this. I'm not actually doing anything to be fair, I'm just going to go out and enjoy going out. Well, that's different. Well, I'm nearly at a 5k, but 2.7 miles. So I'm going to walk this way, then walk up Long Hayes, that way, back home. Yeah. I think one good thing with living on an elevated area is I'm always going to accumulate elevation